Mabuhay teammates, itong Basketball Universe at ako si Bill Velasco.
Para sa iyo, kung sabihin ng player, paano yan? Bibigyan ako ng 50, 60, 70, 80,000 per game sa larong labas. Pinapayagan naman ako ng team ko. Paano yun?
Well, let's put it this way. Si Michael Jordan ba, yung mga NBA players ba, ganyan ba magtrabaho? Most PBA players, especially nung kalakasan ng PBA, yung kasikatan ng PBA, ganun ba ang mga pro players natin? Mga Japan B-League players, pinapayagan ba magligang labas? During their Japan B-League season? During their KBL season sa Korea? Do they allow their players? No, because they're professionals. Para mo sinabing professional ako sa isang ahensya, pero I'm moonlighting sa ibang ahensya, sa ibang kumpanya at the same time, that's not a professional.
Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Smart Sports.
Coach Putit, saan ka nagsimula mag-coach? Kasi normally, yung mga dating player na nagko-coach, they start a little bit older. Pero ikaw parang bata ka pa nagsimula mag-coach.
Officially, I started coaching as early as first year high school.
Oh, wow.
Would you be? Yung intrams teams natin sa sections natin.
Okay.
So, playing coach ako nung first year high school kasi hindi naman akong varsity sa Ateneo, di ba? So, pero kami yung intrams team na nagpapapractice talaga for some reason. I think it's just really the fascination of the game that started it off. Fascination of the game, how things work. I think may ganun kasi akong inside of me, wondering how things work, how to make things better, hindi lang sa laro. And it was my personality to make other people happy. So initially, when I was playing, I love to pass so much so na hindi ako tumitira. Doon nag-start yun eh. Then I think that's how things work, how things connect to each other. Doon na papasok yung X&Os, yung systems of play. But officially, I started coaching, it was 98, sa, would you believe, yung PBL Juniors.
Okay.
PBL Juniors, 97. Blue Emeron Shampoo, yung juniors team, it was the blue detergent. Yung seniors team was the blue detergent nila, Asi Taulaba, the blonde Asi at that time. Tapos sila Binky Fabis ang head coach noon. Tapos si Mike Reyes, assistant ni Binky Fabis noon, he was the head coach nung PBL Juniors team ng Blue Detergent, which was the Blue Emeron Shampoo at that time. Ang pinaka-notable yata namin na players noon, Howard Zaleta. I don't know if you familiar ka pa kay Howard Zaleta. I think brother-in-law siya ni Aris Di Maunahan. Mga UST players yan eh. Howard, Mark Navarra, and Mark Kong. Malaking naging player namin eventually ni Binky sa Letran din. There were times galing gimmick. Ang practice namin, 6 a.m., 5 a.m. ang call time. From gimmick Makati, diretso akong Letran. Doon ako matutulog, maghihila. Parang mas malala pa ako sa player minsan eh. 99, that was the last year of Kirby Raimundo. John Pryor, Tikmoy Soriano, Ipe Pacheco, dami pa. Alan Salangsang. Yeah, yung mga players namin. And another guy, commissioner. Another guy, point guard, na pinatutok sa akin ni Binky at that time, was a guard named Aldinayo. Yung mga batch. So that was the batch na started off yung parang, in a way, yung talagang official na competitive coaching. No? Talagang na-mentor ako ng gusto. I really consider Coach Binky my first ever true mentor sa pagko-coach early on in my life. I was tapped by Coach Goldwyn noong 2021 nung na-announce siyang head coach. But it was still lockdown 2021. But we were already talking about it sa Zoom nang matagal na. And then when the time came na officially pasok namin sa UP, we started things rolling na.
What's been the key to the continuous success of UP the past few years?
It's really a combination of number one, yung ability of UP to be able to sustain, I think, talented individuals. You gotta have raw materials. You have to have the best materials to work with. And then you get a superior craftsman like Coach Goldwyn to make things, to make magic. So it's a combination of both. Hindi pwedeng may magician ka, may magaling kang karpentero, pero substandard naman ang materialis mo. Ang ganda naman, excellent ang materials mo, but your carpenter is of low quality. Hindi ganun din eh. So it's really a mesh, a great balance of both the head coach and the players coming into that program. So I think that's really the magic formula there.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about yung More Than Just Hoops Academy. Paano mo sinimulan yan at ano ang pakay niya?
It started 1999. I was still a head coach of a small school sa may QC sa Commonwealth, our Lord's Case Montessori. And I just really started, I just wanted to start my own basketball camp since I have access sa school court at that time. So it started with that. But again, I think it was really just inside of me na I wanted to make things more than just really basketball, something more significant. Nabababawan lang talaga ako when you just talk about basketball as basketball. I don't know, for some reason. That's why I came up with More Than Just Hoops. Si Jervy pa yung nag-remind sa akin na as he was about to enter Team A sa UST, ninapitan ako na, Coach, naalala mo ba ako? Familiar, but I really don't know. Kasi laki na, 6'3". Ako yung batang awkward nung 99. Oh, talaga, wow. And it really struck me na yung sinabi niya na because of yung encouragement na binigay ko, which started him off pursuing it seriously. So, wow, okay, good.
Lately, you've blown up a bit on social media because you had some rather pointed comments tungkol sa MPBL, no? Tapos galing yun yung sinabi mong, may puna ka sa MPBL na sabi mo hindi elite ang MPBL. Paano ba nangyari yun?
It's not just really the MPBL, no? I mean, it's been brewing inside. I've been known naman to not be shy with my opinions. It's just opinions, di ba? I mean, kung tama ka, nagalit ka, then must be a point there, di ba? Kung hindi ka tinamaan, di okay, di ba? I'm saying it just because I just feel people are either clueless or they're just letting things happen, and then they're tolerating things, accepting things. Again, basketball, ayokong pag-usapan ng basketball sa really basketball. Parang babaw, no? Even without the MPBL, when you say pro, that's the best of the best. I think everybody should agree on that. Kasi if someone does not agree that when you say pro athlete, and hindi pumasok sa utak mo best of the best, let's not talk about it anymore, di ba? But when you talk about professional athlete, it must be the best of the best, elite. What comes with being an elite? It's not really just skill and talent. It's really the process that one goes through to become an elite athlete. Strength and conditioning, obsession to training, yung discipline to rest, hindi lang puro practice at laro. You have to rest. And the discipline that comes with not the discipline, but the integrity of being an elite. How can you say an MPBL player is elite? Kung may laro siya ngayong gabi may laro siya sa mother team niya na city. Tapos after the game, babiyahe ng larong labas, probinsya. Tapos babalik, maglalaro lang ulit sa MPBL. I mean, let's not be blind about these things lang. No? I'm not against anyone and I'm not against the MPBL. I mind you, I think that is where people are getting mixed up. They think that I'm against the MPBL. No. I'm just trying to open your eyes. People, I'm just trying to open your eyes. Pag sinabi mong elite, I'm not even against, yung MPBL, dapat, kasi puti, bobo yan dahil di niya alam yung MPBL, nagbibigay ng trabaho para sa mga player. I'm not against it. I'm all for it. Happy ako. Di ba? Ako nga, nakinabang ako sa MPBL for ilang seasons as commentator. But all I'm saying is, when you say elite, if you say pro athlete ka, then there must be a standard that everybody has to be put against. And when you look at most of the MPBL players, from time and time again, how can you say they're elite? They're not even practicing the way they should as a professional athlete should. They don't rest the way a professional athlete rests. Diba? They don't discipline themselves with strength and condition. Not all. Most, not all, but most. They don't undergo this process that deserves to be called an elite. I think you understand. I hope you understand to the viewers, Bill, na what I'm getting at. I'm not against anyone, but when you talk about being an elite, there is a standard that everybody must level themselves up to. Hindi pwedeng nasa TV lang, sikat lang, elite na. Di ba? Hindi pwedeng nag-player of the game lang, points, nag-champion ng 10 beses. elite na. I mean, diba, if a tree falls down and nobody's there to hear it, does it really make a sound? Hindi pwedeng naawa lang ang tao sa'yo, diba? O pagbigyan na natin, hindi pwede yun. I hope I'm getting my point across lang.
Para sa iyo, kung sabihin ng player, paano yan? Bibigyan ako ng 50, 60, 70, 80,000 per game sa larong labas. Pinapayagan naman ako ng team ko. Paano yun?
Well, let's put it this way. Si Michael Jordan ba, yung mga NBA players ba, ganyan ba magtrabaho? Most PBA players, especially nung kalakasan ng PBA, yung kasikatan ng PBA, ganun ba ang mga pro players natin? Mga Japan V-League players, pinapayagan ba magligang labas? During their Japan V-League season? During their KBL season sa Korea? Do they allow their players? No, because they're professionals. Para mo sinabing professional ako sa isang ahensya, pero I'm moonlighting sa ibang ahensya, sa ibang kumpanya at the same time, that's not a professional. Diba? Pwede mo ito, paano yung scenario yun? Diba? We have to define what an elite athlete is, what a professional athlete is, a professional league is. Diba? It also boils down to management. How a team runs, how a league runs, diba? That is also part of how you can call something a professional league or how you can call someone or call something an elite at an elite level. No? How things are run. Hindi yung tax ng sweldo, hindi yung number of viewers, hindi. It's a standard, a process where may standard siyang hinahabol ng mata. Para mo sinabing, pangit ang pork chop, tapos ang daming aangal, but yung argument nila does not really connect to what I said. Di ba? I mean, pangit ang pork chop. Well, galit ka lang sa pork chop dahil vegan ka. Well, hindi naman yun yung point di ba? Elite, I'm just talking about kung, unfortunately, I'm sure, lalo tayo sa Pilipinas, sa mga sensitibo, ang dami na mapipikon, but unless we see a spade, we accept what a spade is, and we don't tolerate beating around the bush, we will never get around fixing things. So, and that's what I'm all about, fixing things lang.
Anong tingin mo ngayon sa college sports? Because you're in college sports, especially basketball. Matagal-tagal ka nang nagko-coach. Parang masyado na bang materyoso ang mga player? Masyado na bang maigpit ang competition, lalong-lalo na sa recruitment? Anong pananaw mo doon?
It's a predicament that was brought about by the schools themselves. Diba? It started way back. Alam mo naman, school pride mattered, diba, na academic standards mattered. But when other schools nagpapapanalo na using a different way of doing things sa programa nila, itong mga ibang schools na may pride, okay lang matalo, basta may academic standard mataas. Diba? Hindi, basta hindi tayo magpapakababa ng standard dahil para lang sa basketball. Eventually, everything caught up. Everybody wanted to win para may ambag sa kwentuhan and everything. And it's where we are now, diba? Na if you want to win, sabi nga natin kanina, if you want to win, you have to have access to better materials for your excellent craftsman, your coach, to be able to build something magical. So, materialoso, ewan ko, basketball lang yan, sports lang yan. Every look around na lang, and even kids right now, yung kanilang value system, very materialistic. No? So, who's to blame, di ba? Hirap mag-point ng fingers, but culture-wise, I think that's where we are now. Not just in basketball, but of course, kung ano tayo sa taas, kung anong buhay, naaambunan lang din naman yung sports. Alam mo natin na sports is just a very significant, important metaphor sa buhay. And it really shows. It really shows kung ano nangyayari, problema, hinanakit, victories natin sa sports. It just reflects what we have up there sa life natin.
Yan po ang Basketball Universe para sa araw na ito. Subaybayan kami ng Lunes at Biyernes dito lang sa YouTube at Facebook. Kaya like, share, subscribe at follow na rin. Nais namin pasalamatan ang aming mga sponsors. Smart Sports. Laging tandaan saan man kayo at anuman ang ginagawa ninyo, magkakampi tayo. Ako si Bill Velasco at ito ang Basketball Universe.